All right, now going for the contracts and why are they so important for your business? Now, the contract is the consequence of not using contracts. Number one is inconsistent payments, understanding what the payment terms are and what client is responsible for upfront will not cause any confusion when it comes to the payments. So basically, if the client doesn't understand the terms upfront before he pays you and before you start with the program, there is a very high chance him to quit in the middle of the program or do some other bullshit that we don't like here. This is why it's the first and most important consequence of not having a contract. Now, the second thing is accountability. This is mentally when the client signs some kind of document, he takes things far more seriously and makes him stay accountable. Even though he tries to quit, you can message him that he signed this and that he knew was the process going to look up front. Now, if he's basically feeling unmotivated or he doesn't like it or he doesn't want to be part of it anymore, you like text him, you like message him, hey, I just want to remind you that you signed this, right? This is why it's so important because you've signed this and I told you everything up front so you didn't have to worry about anything and you agree with it, you signed it, right? So we have to keep going. The third and most dangerous thing for your business is disputes. We don't want disputes. If there are no clear terms that define the length of the program, who's responsible for what, amount of payments, and frequency of payments, the clients are going to open disputes, quit in the middle of the program, and so on. It's very important for you to have a very good structured contract that is absolutely clear. You need to define everything before the client starts with your program. This is very important. Now, the good sides of having contracts. Number one, it looks professional. Even though if your client had previous experience, I bet that none of them had made him sign an agreement. This makes you appear far more professional and gives the client clarity that makes you most likely going to deliver the promised results. Now, if a client never worked with a coach before, he's most likely not gonna pay attention to it a lot. But if he worked with a client before and he's like, you give him that kind of agreement, he'll be like, well, I've never seen this. Like, this seems very professional. Like, he gives you like a coach is supposed to help you like get in shape, right? You're not supposed to sign any kind of agreements, but once the client sees that agreement, he's like taking things far more seriously. You appear more professional. You don't appear just like a coach, but you appear like a serious guy who's going to really help him and increase the value of the program that the client pay for. Now, the second thing is security. If you use contracts for your payments, you won't have to be worried about the future payments coming from your current clients. Contracts make everyone take things more seriously and everything runs very smoothly. Contracts also make the future far more predictable since you know your clients are going to pay you. Basically, when you know the clients are going to pay you because you've signed an agreement, you don't have to worry about not getting paid, them quitting in the middle of the program, and so on, stuff that we don't want to happen. So this makes your future far more bright and predictable. This makes people far less likely to kind of quit in the middle of the program, and everything just runs very smoothly when you have a contract in place. Now, we gave you a contract template. This is originally made from Coaches Grow. This is a full contract that you have to make for yourself. We gave you the kind of template here that you can use. Now, it's very important to cover the things clear enough. You don't have to take all of these things. You don't have to like do this long contract. You just have to go for a normal type of contract that clears everything up, that gives clarity, and that is suitable enough for your clients. As you see, coaching services in scope, like you can see, we gave you an example. You can see payment structure in terms like different. Hold on a second, I just deleted this, right? You see, outline how and when payments must be made to avoid confusion or disputes, cover the total cost of the program, available plans, accepted payment methods, when payments are due, Consequences of late or missed payment, service suspension. We don't want to go to court over some kind of agreement or contract or something like this. We just want to make things clear enough and fair enough for everybody, so there's no confusion. Now we want to go for contract length. We want to go for refund and cancellation policy. This is where most people are gonna be like, most coaches like you are gonna be confused. Oh, do I need to refund money? No, you don't have to refund money. You just have to make sure that you gave clarity that you won't refund the money, and you won't like just because he wanted to quit, you won't just refund the money, but either you stick to result, you're gonna stick to your word and you're gonna deliver what you promised so he can get the result that he's supposed to get, and you don't refund his money. This is simple as it is. You don't refund it, and you cover it before you start the program. After he paid, the best time to give him the agreement is after he paid. You just call him on the phone, or you just text him a quick message. Hey, before we start, I want you to sign this agreement so I know that things are clear and there's no confusion for anybody. I respect your time, or something like that. Now, client expectation and responsibilities, coach responsibilities, finalizing the contract. Now, you want to keep the contract long, because you don't want to keep the contract very, very long, but you want to keep it very structured and very clear. If it's not clear enough, it's not good enough. It needs to be very, very clear so everyone understands it. Hope that helps.